Liberals started the rumor that Trump could invoke the Insurrection Act of 1807 and declare martial law. It says here that martial law involves the temporary substitution of military authority for civilian rule. This would limit their freedom of speech, people's movement, and also it could involve things like curfews. This whole rumor apparently stems from an article written on medium.com from some random blogger because they were talking about how Trump declared a national emergency at the border. And somehow that sparked this rumor from liberals, and now other liberals are freaking out about it, even though it is literally just a rumor. So let's watch some of these liberals freak out. Please make sure that you are subscribed.
If Trump declares martial law on April 20th, which is the rumor, we're in deep doo-doo. I'm terrified. This is absolutely terrifying. As a woman, as an American. Is this The Handmaid's Tale? The
Handmaid's Tale.
All police. How terrifying.
Oh my goodness.
What do I need to do as a woman to prepare? Help me. Help me help others. I'm so freaking nervous. I hate him. I hate the orange clown.
I don't know, maybe take a bubble bath and try to relax and realize that it is a rumor for a reason. And usually when it is a rumor, it's not true. It's just people speculating, making drama, and trying to get entertainment. Or in this case, trying to make you hate Donald Trump even more.
Protests on the 5th were amazing. Not only did they get some national attention, though, usual media underrepresented the numbers. Even NPR did up here in my neck of the woods.
Since when do liberals think that the mainstream media is after them or against them? That's not true.
I'm a little disappointed about, but it did gain national attention, and the energy, at least at my event in a red state, the fact that we had several hundred, and it was just so nice to talk with people. It was honestly uplifting. So if you didn't make it to the one on the 5th, and even if you did, please come out to the one on the 19th. If Trump does institute martial law on the 20th, the 19th will be our last chance.
Liberals want Trump to declare martial law more than Trump probably ever would want to, because they want to make themselves feel victimized and they want other people to believe that they are being victimized. I also find it insane that she says that the energy at these protests is so amazing and it's so uplifting when actually it is just a hate fest. It is a pity party. It's a bunch of privileged Americans complaining about our country yet refusing to leave. I just think that they should be grateful that we have a president who cares about our country and our citizens.
So I'm pretty scared. Everyone is
Oh
saying
my goodness.
that Nixon is going to declare martial law on 420.
Oh,
Why?
it's 420.
Why is
I didn't
this
realize.
Happening now? Fuck it, but why is this now happening?
On 420?
Okay, bye.
So 420 is a day where people celebrate the use of marijuana, and especially in Denver, Colorado, they would have these gigantic concerts downtown, and it would just be absolutely crazy. And so maybe that ties into the rumor of Trump declaring martial law on April 20th. Even though this is just a rumor, these people are legitimately scared about something that they made up. Why are there so many of them?
We may be looking at the end of American democracy. And
What
we
are
have 13
you
days
talking
left.
about?
Okay, here's my point. Please prepare your family for the worst. The other rumor is that they're going to seize all the guns. So if you have a gun, you want to keep it, you might want to bury it in your backyard.
What are you talking about?
Stock up on food. Please stop spending money you don't have to spend.
I'm sorry, but when I have lived through the end of the world like 4 times, I'm not buying any of this crap. Okay, I think that it is just annoying. If it's the end of the world, okay. I mean, what are we going to do about it? But don't freak out about it. It doesn't help anything. I think that this is so ridiculous. Liberals are always encouraging people to freak out, go on these panic shopping trips. And a good point that I heard recently is that liberals and Democrats, they shut down the economy for years because of the virus. And now they're freaking out about the stock market declining a little bit over the last few days. And so I just don't understand. People are just extremely biased, and they'll do anything to try to make you scared of a Trump presidency and try to make you think that it's really bad when it's actually not. To me, it just seems like a lot of Democrats were theater kids, so they're really good at acting and pretending to be scared and trying to make everybody else feel the same way.
You cannot survive martial law by yourself. If Trump ends up declaring martial law, he can restrict access to grocery stores, hospitals, water sources, basically.
If people are so scared of a Trump presidency, why do they stay? If they actually believe that this is going to be a zombie apocalypse, then why are they still here? They freak out over complete nonsense. Look at this lady.
Well, the House passed the SAVE Act, which makes it so married women can't vote without a passport. If you changed your last name, which almost all married women change their last name.
I like the fact that she laughed at the end of it because of, maybe somehow deep down, she also knows that what she just said is completely ridiculous. Sounds like the SAVE Act is basically making it so we have to provide legitimate identification before voting. Meanwhile, Democrats don't want people to have to show their IDs before voting, and they want illegal immigrants to also vote as well. So I don't really understand what's wrong with proving your identification. And it's pretty ridiculous that a lot of Democrats believe that some people are not able or capable to access or get these documents. It is pretty messed up to believe that a portion of our population isn't capable of obtaining proper identification. I think that that is pretty rude to assume. Liberals go wild with all of these theories.
You know, I'm getting real sick and tired of you white men, because you're all white men. And I guarantee you, you're Trump-supporting, MAGA, conservative white men.
What?
Coming out here saying that a marriage certificate is proof of citizenship under the SAVE Act. A marriage certificate is not proof of citizenship. It's proof of ownership, of you owning another woman. She changed her name so that she becomes your property, your name. A marriage certificate is proof of name change and ownership of.
That is the literal most pessimistic way that a person could possibly view marriage.
Can show proof of citizenship. And women that have gotten married and changed their name, like most of us have, cannot use a birth certificate because the name is not the same. The name is what is on our marriage certificate.
She doesn't even know what she's talking about. I don't know why somebody would want to believe something as ridiculous as this.
Holistic wellness, crunchy mom, almond mom. If you eat these foods, then you suck and you're gonna die and I care about you. Shut up! Oh my God!
Wow. That's not good.
Oh my God.
This is
oh
really
my
weird.
God. Shut up. If you, oh my God. I drink raw milk. I drink raw milk. No!
I mean, it's one thing to do all these things and say these things, but it's like a whole other thing to record it and then post it. Is this supposed to be cool? Fighting the air and screaming no at a person who's not there? All because you're angry about making America healthy again? This person needs to realize that our food industry in the United States is really messed up. The ingredients that we consume are just so unhealthy and so unnatural. Why would you be angry about this?
Hey, MAGA, Peter Thiel, Trump, J.D. Vance, Elon Musk. Fear us.
The little caption that said, "I deplore all violence."
Hey, MAGA.
I deplore all violence. And then he says, "Fear us."
We are the masses.
No,
You
you're
are the
not.
1%. We are the 99%.
No, that is not true. They think that just because they're able to get a few hundred people, or even in the best case scenario, 1,000 people to show up at their protests, that means that they are the majority of America. America spoke when we voted. And just because people don't talk about politics 24/7 doesn't mean that they're on your side.
It's like, I feel so unsafe now in Humboldt Park. I used to feel so safe walking around. I'm so scared. I see this threatening thing. Oh my God, guys, like, Humboldt Park is going to shit. What is this? Oh my God. Get this.
I mean, you guys want people to join your political party, but you guys claim to be scared of cars parked on the street.
I am a woman, and I use the women's restroom, and there ain't a damn thing you or Trump or your
I'm a real woman, and frankly, I don't care. But it's a huge problem when people do one thing with their life, but it's a whole other thing when they try to push it on you and try to make you accept it, and then go into women's spaces, go into women's sports, and try to force you to use their pronouns. That's when you begin infringing on other people's rights. And I do believe that most of America has enough common sense to agree with me on that. Please make sure that you are subscribed. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.